Previously on Quest Friends, the Cookie 2.
So just to be clear, we're going to see your Aunt Ramya.
She's a professor at the University of Key. Arif, I understand you're an alumnus?
I was kind of hoping to avoid this, but yes.
Wow, you're a legend.
Arif is a legend?
What did you do, bud?
Just makes it sound like you're sticking pipettes in people's heads and pulling out knowledge. Very intrusive.
Oh no, not at all.
Arif Zindal snuck in just an overwhelming number of books. You know, I'm sure you know by now because Key University really likes to broadcast this, but they ban books. All books. I was going to give your new friends a warm welcome on behalf of the Student Council, Charlotte, but I don't quite think they're Key material. Come on, Divin, we've got those recipe books to sort.
I was wondering, we're also curious about local recipes and stuff.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I respect you.
Well, I think that if you want this recipe book so bad, you should come negotiate with us. Meet us at Dawn Cafeteria.
I look at Charlotte. Ooh.
And then Charlotte hops on the desk and crosses her legs and says, "So what's the plan?" So Charlotte is leaning expectantly. She is really excited to see what these top-notch Brackleberry Brigade agents of the Brackleberries do.
I think that long silence was probably in character. Like, she's just waiting expectantly, and we're just all like...
That actually happened.
We just don't support Charlotte through this moment.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like
Alex is rattling off plans
Okay.
to overthrow everything.
yeah, probably. She's be like, also, I think whatever that negotiation is gonna be a bunch of crap. So I think that we need to plan something so that we get the book anyways.
Yes. I think that that's probably the smartest thing, that we need to... Hannelore is sitting on a beanbag chair.
Alex is just standing, just like pacing around.
I think that we need to plan to like have to fight and defeat them, but maybe we can try to like... They're not going to probably have the specific recipe book. We're going to have to be able to get to where all the recipe books are and then find it. I would think. Maybe we can free all the books in this mission.
Alex's eyes are gonna light up at that idea.
One last big job, girls.
Charlotte, Shannon, do you have any idea where they might be storing some of their books?
Very prudent question.
Charlotte shrugs and says, "They don't have books. They're not from the library. They don't need to hide them."
Where would they have the recipe books?
Yeah, why would they claim they have the recipe book then?
They said they checked it out from the library.
Now,
5 weeks
why
ago.
would they want a specific book? This all sounds very contrived.
Charlotte shrugs and says, "I don't monitor the student council. They're a bunch of losers."
You have better things to do, so
That's right,
I
I
respect
do.
that.
Thank you.
It's only been a moment since you last spoke, and I'm still so excited to hear you again.
Shannon will look a little bit nervous at that, and say, "I don't know, I mean, Charlotte, they're not so bad all the time." And she goes, "Yes, they are, Shannon." And Shannon's like, "Okay."
Ig has been pulling cards out of Arif's hair. just like sleight of
Yeah.
hand.
It's not always a card.
But their eyes are going to light up from where they're perched. And she's gonna say, "Wait, oh my gosh, I have a book!"
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, could I trade it? It's recipes too. And she's going to pull out one of the books that I forgot she has in her inventory.
Let me just double check that with you.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have 4 books, Hallie.
Why do you have 4
You
books?
have magic tricks to bamboozle your friends and enemies, ages 6 to 10. Historically significant witch burnings. History, negative 200Y to the present. And then a Numenera book.
And Ig is going to pull out magic tricks to bamboozle your friends and enemies ages 6 to 10.
Okay.
It's a recipe for entertainment. Do you think we could trade it? I know all the tricks in it. I practiced.
That's great. That's really good.
I think that is an option.
Yeah, Alex will cock her head and be like, yeah, I suppose that could work. That could be a first option, potentially.
In brainstorming, there are no bad ideas. That's not related to anything. It's just a matter of fact that I wanted to bring up.
Well, my second idea was to set the cafeteria on fire, and I don't think that you would maybe approve of that as a first idea. So that was, I picked a different first idea.
Please don't do that. That's where we eat.
Amazingly, I actually feel just the opposite. I feel like you should burn this institution to the ground. Shannon, listen to me. Okay. I'm going to take Shannon aside. And Hallie, I know that we haven't talked about this, but I decided that the nunnery is basically like yacht rock, like dad rock, like Steely Dan, stuff like that.
I know Steely Dan. I don't know the rock.
Okay. It's like if that was created into a philosophy, turned into a nunnery run by queer women of color.
Okay.
For like a millennia.
I like it.
So I'm going to take Shannon aside and be like, Shannon, I don't know what your time was like with the Schwesters, but I didn't come away from it thinking that banning books was cool. And I think that you know that this is not an okay way to be.
Well, of course I know. I help run the Read Easy.
Okay, then that's a Band-Aid on a bullet wound or a future bullet wound.
The Schwesters, I mean, they sacrificed a lot to be able to send me here. Because again, they said that I showed aptitude, and they knew about the rules and that they weren't great, but that doesn't change the fact that the University of Key is renowned for giving an excellent education, and they wanted me to have that. So even though I disagree with banning all of the books, and I do my best to fight back to rules that I think are unfair, I still want to be here. You know, I want to learn about everything. This is where I invented my invisible ink. You know, who knows what else I could do in my time left here. I don't want to burn it down.
Well, we don't have to burn it necessarily, but things do need to change, right? Sometimes to change things, you need really radical change. So it might not be the first option, but if trying to change it a different way doesn't help, then...
This is too real, you guys. This is too real.
Well, I know, but, you know, it's just... I have homework, and it's a lot, and, you know, I can't spend all of my free time trying to bring down the system. It's just really, really stressful. And then Charlotte will get up off the... She was sitting on her little
leaning,
desk,
surely,
and she'll get up. Yeah, like just like a slug. She never fully stands. She's always using something else to support herself. Right now it's Shannon. She's using Shannon to support herself. She'll go over and she's like, "It's all right. This kind of lifestyle's not for everybody."
Well, then, if we can't burn this place to the ground, which I do, for the record, think is a good idea.
Yay!
we should do something to free all the books. Like, I think that any administration built on banning such an important part of an education, this is really philosophical. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting back into it. I think that we gotta, these students need books. We gotta get them, we gotta release the books.
Everybody needs books, and especially in a university. I can't believe that there's just not such an important resource is just locked away. I think that we should just free the books. We should change the system. We should go to whoever runs this place and knock them to the ground.
Yeah, should we take down the current administration?
But of course, that will be after we get our recipe book.
See, this is the kind of yacht rock attitude that I thought that we would have had in common, Shannon. The kind of devil may care, start fresh. Here I go again on my own sort of energy.
Shannon looks really hurt at that and says, I'm sorry that I'm not who you want me to be.
Fuck, don't do this.
I'm trying my best, and I tell that to the dishwashers all the time, but I'm gonna go get some snacks, okay?
Oh,
And then she leaves to go get snacks.
Can I follow her?
And when she leaves, yeah, you can follow her. When she leaves and then Ig follows her out, Charlotte will be like, Shannon's got a lot on her plate.
I feel like everyone would have less on their plate if they weren't underneath such a strict administrative regime.
That's what I said.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Charlotte looks thoughtful and says, well, she'll kind of, before she says anything, she'll kind of fold her arms and then say, look, to be honest, I'm not sure what the student council wants. You know, they kind of just like the power trip. I'm not sure how far a negotiation's gonna get us.
They didn't really look to have like a really high ground on things to begin with, so I don't really think they will be really helpful.
Yeah, left behind because they're the best of the student council. They have this whole shtick where they're like, we were left behind to keep you all in order, and it's a load of baloney.
It made me sad for them when they said that.
Yeah, that was a little bit pathetic.
What is something they want that we can negotiate with?
I don't know. Do we really have anything that they would be interested in, though?
We can make them think that.
Well, I think that first we need to determine what they want.
So what do the student council like?
What do they like? They like renown from their school. That's something that they like. I bet you. What's the principal? Like, what's the principal? What's the dean's name of this university?
What, Dean? Dean.
His name's Dean.
Dean. Dean.
Dean Samwell.
Oh, okay, it's fine. I'm fine. I hate you, though.
Yeah.
Dean Samwell.
Charlotte's fine. She has pulled out another peppermint stick.
Oh.
When she got rid of the last one, no one knows. And she's just kind of thinking, look, you know, the student council is just mad because they've never caught me doing anything. I've been smuggling in books for a while. I did a lot more because, you know, it's easier with not a lot of people around when they're on the ship.
Guerrilla tactics.
And really, they're just jealous of how cool I am.
Obviously.
Hannelore does laugh out loud. You know, Charlotte, I was really sad for a minute ago because of a bad interaction with a family member, but thank you.
I gotcha. Speaking of Shannon, let's cut out to Ig and Shannon for a little bit.
Cut from Hannelore laughing at Charlotte.
Shannon has gone back upstairs to the vending machine, like outside. So if you follow her, there are stairs that kind of go up next to the slide. And then Shannon has what looks like a library card that lets her get out through a secret door. And she will see you behind her because you are dressed in very bright colors, so it is very hard to miss you. And I imagine Ig isn't stealthy either, so it's like you can tell when Ig is following you.
Yes.
It's like, oh, did you want to come get snacks too?
I mean, I'm always a little hungry, but I've been eating those peppermint sticks, so...
Yeah, they're real good. They're Charlotte's favorite.
God.
She always makes sure the vending machine is stocked.
Oh, I could get a new one? I've just been eating the ones she's been tossing.
Oh, no, you can get like an uneaten peppermint stick. One just for you.
Oh yeah, I want one of those. But
Okay.
But also, I didn't come just for snacks.
Oh, is there something else I can do for you?
I don't know if I need to roll for this, but I would like to pull a shin out from behind her ear.
Let me look at your skill sheet real quick.
It would probably be Sleight of hand?
It's gonna be sleight of hand, yeah. You were specialized in that. Yeah, make me a roll. Do a d20.
Please roll well for this sad child. An 11?
At 11, you do it! You pull a shin out from behind her ear, and Shannon goes, oh, how did you do that?
It's a secret.
I love secrets. That's why I run a secret speakeasy for books.
I'm not very good at keeping secrets, you know. I kind of just open my mouth and everything just kind of comes out and it goes through my brain really fast before I can actually think about it.
Well, that's okay. I mean, we all have our talents. Yours is pulling money out from behind people's ears. Can you teach me magic tricks? I've always wanted to learn magic tricks.
Ig is going to take out their book again, the magic tricks book, and hand it to Shannon and say, my brother taught me some of the stuff, but also I learned a lot of it through this book, and I'm not very good at studying either, or sometimes I'm not very good at teaching myself stuff, but I taught myself because I really liked it, and it was neat, and I liked doing magic tricks and making people smile, and I just think that if something's important to you, then you should do it. And I know you said that you have aptitude, yeah, and you want to do lots of different things, and I think you should do them, and I think that it's really neat that you do the read easy, but I think that it would be okay too if you wanted to show everybody that books were important, and I think that it's okay if you don't want to get in trouble, but sometimes getting in trouble helps you learn new things too. And I think it's like a magic trick that you do the invisible ink. So you must be pretty good at magic already.
That's magic?
Yeah, it is. Magic is something that surprises people and makes people happy, and that they might not understand at first.
I guess you're kind of right. Thank you for this. I am going to read it because I want to learn how to do just a multitude of things, so many things. And thank you. And then she is going to, there's going to be like a second where none of you do anything, and then she's going to do one of those really fast cartoon hugs where she just like throws herself at you and hugs, and then backs up and goes, did you want a peppermint stick?
I really want one. A whole one.
Fresh from the sidewalk.
So wholesome.
I can get you that. All right,
With
well, they're
the
getting their
shin.
peppermint. With the shin! Oh my god! She'll put the shin that you gave her into the vending machine
Oh.
to get your
Fate.
peppermint stick.
So precious.
This is so sweet.
Are they going back in then, or?
Yeah, they'll head back in a
Yeah,
second.
Iggy's just gonna bound back in with this peppermint stick. They are thrilled. And whenever they get in, they're gonna show it to everyone. Just like a little bit, like, look what I got.
Oh, that's exciting, Ig.
And it's a whole one, huh? Good. You can just have those exclusively from now on.
So I've been thinking. I think we need to have two plans.
Agreed.
A plan for finding the book on our own without going through the student council and their nonsense, and a plan for negotiating with them until we can find the book and fake out a negotiation or give them what they want so we can get the book and be home.
As the head of the Treasury Department of Queen Brackleberry, I volunteer myself to be on the group that goes to retrieve the book while negotiations are taking place.
I like it. Initiative.
Charlotte, Shannon, is there any way we can get into cafeteria tonight, or can we get in early tomorrow morning?
I shouldn't be locked, but I can just pick it if it is.
Sounds
I'm
good.
good at getting places I'm not supposed to be.
I'm also know a trick or two on opening closed doors. Oh, sorry.
Did she use her peppermint stick to pick the lock?
Don't worry about it. Charlotte's got her ways. And then Aelix is just like, yeah, but I can also do those things.
Yeah. So if we can get in tonight to scope things out, that would be preferable. And we can arrive early tomorrow morning as well. If we cannot find the book on our own, I think we need to figure out what we're going to do to negotiate with them.
Now, Charlotte, how busy is the cafeteria usually in the mornings? Because I'm thinking that we also need to have a plan in case negotiations go bad enough that they try to, leave. We need something that can keep them in place so that we have them as a leverage.
Well, they wanted to meet at dawn, and the cafeteria doesn't open for breakfast until 6.
What time is sunup?
Pretty early.
I was thinking of dawn as midnight, so give me a second. That is definitely not what dawn is. We'll say sunup is at 5. Sunup's at 5, and the cafeteria doesn't open till 8. So we'll have plenty of time.
Feels better.
Perfect.
Oh, good.
We'll have a few hours to figure this out then. Got all that part.
Yeah, we'll have to get there before the sun is up.
Allie knew what dawn was.
Just to see if they're up to anything and if we can find out where they have the book and what should we use to negotiate with. I have 2 ideas if we have some recording equipment. I'm thinking, Charlotte, we get evidence that you're smuggling books.
She raises an eyebrow at that, inviting you to continue.
Yeah, I'm not saying we allow them to keep it. We'll take it back. We'll make sure that it's either not real or we take it back by force if we need
Well,
to.
of course it's not real. It's going to be staged. They'd never catch me smuggling in books. They're not going to believe it. I'm too good.
See, I see where you're going with this, but I think that this is too risky. What if this is their whole plan in the first place? Like I was thinking that they want a negotiation because they would want proof of Charlotte smuggling books as an exchange for the recipe book. I'm thinking that that's what they want, so we shouldn't give that to them off the get-go. I see what you're thinking, and I think it could work, but I also don't want to risk this whole establishment being shut down because of a mistake. But what was your second plan? You said you had 2 plans, right?
No, yeah, I don't. Yes, I don't disagree. We're not going to risk anything happening to the Read Easy, but the other plan is to repurpose our glitter bomb.
I'm listening.
Big lights up.
You're what now?
Oh, but I love it so much where it is.
We got a package.
It was a present
That
from my brother.
yes,
Oh, is that where all this came from?
exactly.
And she's gesturing at your outfits.
Glitters all over my beanbag.
It sticks amusingly well to cloth, so... And then they're going to gesture, try to brush it off, and show how it's still sticking.
Yeah, I can see that. What are you gonna use a glitter bomb for?
We tell them we have something they want. It's in the box. We tell them not to open it until we get the recipe. When it opens, we make our escape.
So you think they're just gonna not open a box until we leave?
No, but it'll make a really darn good distraction.
Maybe they'll get it in their eyes.
I could do a distraction.
That's true.
I
It's
could.
also very good.
Oh! Alex could throw paper airplanes in all of their eyes if we're going for the eyes.
Excuse me, my paper airplanes are only an introductory mechanism. I just don't throw paper airplanes wherever I go.
You only use them to make an entrance.
Oh, I thought that was one of your special skills as a treasure person.
Well, I mean, I have many skills. It's not really just because I'm a treasury head. I really have a lot, and I could talk about them all day, really, if you really want.
I think that we should. I think that we should plan on checking out the cafeteria before. But I think we should plan on meeting them and then going from there with whatever we do next. Like either we fight them or we have an exchange of something else or we do a puzzle challenge.
I like that. I think that in addition to this, we should somehow rig the cafeteria so that if it does come down to a fight
We
of
don't want to be
sorts,
interrupted.
we have an advantage from the beginning. We should have something like maybe making something more slippery.
I have an
Allie, how impenetrable is our impenetrable tent?
Good morning, everyone, which I say because it's morning for me right now as I record this, and thank you for listening to Part 3 of The Cookie 2, which I say because you are presumably listening to Part 3 of The Cookie 2 if you're listening to this announcement break. Anyway, this announcement break is about our Quest Friends Kickstarter, which will be unveiled in late September. Until then, you can find updates on our Twitter page, which will be tweeting them every Saturday with the hashtag KickstarterSaturday. Also, in the meantime, if you're looking to support a really cool Kickstarter, you should look up Mandy Robertson's Don't Cry Witch. Mandy Robertson is the official Quest Friends artist and is rebooting her comic Waffle Fry into Don't Cry Witch. Her Kickstarter already got the amount that it needed, which is awesome, but she does have a lot of stretch goals, which are equally awesome, so you should definitely go check that out. Donate if you can, and keep in mind that our own Kickstarter will be in late September, and Mandy definitely has nothing to do with that at all. Anyway, thanks for listening again, and the next episode of The Cookie 2, the final one actually, part 4 of The Cookie 2, will be aired on Monday, August 12th.
So here's the thing. I'm looking at my special abilities because I don't know what I can do. I have a stasis ability that allows me to freeze somebody, basically.
Oh, nice.
So we freeze the person as they offer the book, snag the book, stick them in the tent, and run.
I like that. Interesting.
That's the idea I'm having right now.
I looked up the immovable shelter.
Yes.
The walls of it are made of shapestone, which has the durability of granite.
Whoa.
And it is permanent once you put it somewhere.
Oh my god.
So it will just stay there. And it's a little hut that's like 10 feet. It's got a little window and a little door.
Okay. So they could get out of it.
Excellent.
Yeah, the door doesn't
Okay,
like lock.
right,
You can get
okay.
out of it.
But it would probably stall them.
They won't be stuck there forever. The structure will just remain there forever.
Could create a ring of fire around the cafeteria so that if they try to get out, they can't.
I like the fire idea. I really do.
No. I'm saying around it. If they want to get out, they will.
Yeah, like in a cartoon where it's all safe underneath
Like in
the desk.
Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Like outside
the
of it,
burn?
not in the cafeteria.
Yeah, and the rest is just a crater.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking to kill anybody here. Don't worry about it. I know their students. It sounds like they suck, and this institution really needs to be shaken up to the ground. But really, we don't have to have any casualties here yet.
I think we should burn the administrative buildings.
Oh gosh.
I mean, if we don't want to destroy this whole university,
We're
which we
government
don't.
officials, and we might kill somebody doing that.
Do we know
Yeah,
where
but you
this?
know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yes,
what
I understand the
what can we
message.
destroy to make lasting change?
Do we know where this dean's office is? I mean, we could. Dean Samuel.
Samuel.
I think
Yeah,
we're
well.
losing the.
I can burn
Um,
lots of stuff, lots of ways.
That
I could also.
I've been practicing.
Let's reel it back in.
okay.
We're here to
but
get a recipe.
yes.
I could also make the floor really slippery so that if they try to run, they could just
That's a
fall
good
down
idea.
and show the cipher.
That's,
I think we
that's
should put
another
that
good
cipher
idea.
in with the glitter bomb so that they're covered in glitter and very slip and they
I
and-
like your idea. And she's going to point a finger towards Handler.
Can we do that? Can we make a person slippery?
can we modify them together?
Instead of the floor slippery, so that all their actions are slippery rather than
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a certain area.
we slime them Nickelodeon
Okay.
style.
It makes one area on the floor slippery. It's like a 10 feet area.
So yeah.
But let me read the description of it again.
I see that you ladies are living up to your reputation.
Non-violent but extremely we don't kill anybody. But
try.
we are very destructive of property.
Ig is just
Yeah.
beaming like this giant open mouth toothy smile.
Okay, so the friction reducing gel says sprayed across an area up to 10 feet. So I guess if you wanted to do a person, I can't stop you.
Can the area be a person's shoes?
Yeah, the area could be a person's shoes. I would rule, I think, that residue would get on the surrounding floor, so that area would
Right.
also be slippery. But yeah, you could do shoes.
So can we
I think that Alex is targeting shoes due to Madeline. I think this is a very personal attack.
It's a personal
due
vendetta.
to some deep-seated hatred of specialized shoes?
Is Ig accusing her of that out loud?
Hey, you said shoes. That reminds me of how Madeline is really protective of her shoes. Do you think that maybe you suggested shoes because you're thinking about Madeline?
No. I did not. It didn't happen. I don't want her name to change our great plan. Ig, you are a great person, but please, I don't want to think about those forsaken shoes that should not
Is
exist.
Madeline.
Ig is gonna turn to Charlotte and be like, yeah, you should ask Alex about Madeline. They're really good friends, or maybe not. I can't tell.
Charlotte looks confusedly at Alex. And then kind of looks there, but it's like, who's Madeline? I'm out of the loop here.
Alex is gonna just stammer like her usually like kind of flowing speech is gonna stop, and she's gonna be like, she's a work. She works with the queen, and yeah.
And you!
And me, yes, yeah. She's a person. I know. That's all.
Really well.
Well, no, I mean she.
How well do you know?
I know.
I don't think we ever established how long you've known Madeline, Jeff, or
Tara's
James.
just shaking her head.
Can we get back to the plan here? What does Madeline have to do with this?
I just imagine that Alex is just beet red.
She is really, really red. She's really uncomfortable. Yeah, she's at work. She works. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess our plan so far is that we want to go to the cafeteria, scope it out, meet them there, detain them as best we can, and then get the rest.
We gonna
maybe they'll have it on their persons, or maybe we'll have to go to their rooms. Presumably, maybe they'll have it on their persons. That's what I guess would be easiest.
All right, we gonna do like a classic
Yeah.
shakedown, or are we just gonna try to keep them in one place while also doing a shakedown so that we can go look at their rooms and stuff?
I don't know if we want to split up like that.
Worked well last time.
So
No, I mean we shaking them up or we trapping them?
Oh,
I feel like we should. Out of character, what is shaking up? What?
Oh, shaking up means Rachel! If you grab someone and you're like, where is the thing that I want?
Interrogate.
It's a lot more
Oh,
threatening.
I see.
So
Then Alex is-
Charlotte is
Right.
asking if your plan is to go in
physical torture.
and shaking up implies they'll know who's shaking them up.
I see.
So that's a very obvious threatening sort of a way versus just trapping the area, so it takes them a little bit longer to figure it out.
Okay, so Alex is gonna be like, either way, I mean, I am very good at shaking people up, and I've heard that Arif is also really good at that. So if it comes to that, we could also do it.
Pipettes!
I don't. I'm not actually qualified to use that equipment.
What equipment is she talking about?
I honestly
Interrogation
don't know.
Arab sticks pipettes in people's brains. That's what Annalore said. And she's always
That
right.
sounds cool. What do you do, Arif?
I used to help people interrogate other people, and it keeps coming up.
We're all very interested. I'm curious.
Charlotte's eyes are lighting up, and she's leaning. She has, at some point, she moved back to the desk and is sitting with her legs
Leaning yet
dangling off of
again.
it.
Oh, jeez.
And she like leans over her legs and is like, "That sounds awesome."
A conversation for another day, perhaps.
I think that the plan needs to be that we talk to them once we see and can get a hold of once we have visual contact
Confirmation.
with the recipe, we, I guess, basically attack and take it from them.
Throw the
and
pocket
then-
sand and run.
Pocket sand, and then I think we should go and break down the doors of the library or something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Sounds good.
and then we just motor out of here.
So what do I burn? Because
Everything.
I think I need to... Really? Wait,
No.
you
you
said
can-
I shouldn't have to burn it. I think that you should tell me what to do, because otherwise I'm just gonna...
She will burn everything.
And Alex is gonna be like, sorry, it was a
Impulsive.
little bit of a slip there. I just picked my innermost thoughts. No, you should only burn out patches. Now, Charlotte, I do have a question. So, if there's a chance that they are hiding the books in their rooms, how distant are the dorms from the cafeteria? If we have to go and look the rooms up for the books, how much of a time frame is that going to give us?
Well, the problem with that is that I don't know where their rooms are,
Huh.
because why would I concern myself with that?
Know thy enemy.
Where the, so I mean, I assume that this is a university, so there are dorms. Are they spread all over campus, or
Yeah,
is it just there is a general dorm area?
there's a general dorm area.
Their directory.
Yeah, it's there's one on the quad, there's one in the library. You can find the directory anywhere. Actually, she'll just open a drawer and be like, "There's one right here," and throw you a little pamphlet. It has a little map. It's one of those introductory pamphlets you get when you come visit a campus with your prospective child, or as a prospective, I suppose.
If we cannot confirm that they have the recipe, we call off the deal and search their rooms. I have a duplicate. I can send the duplicate to the dorm room ahead of us and ahead of them. A duplicate that I can share senses with. So I can start searching the room before they get there. And we can try to, hold them off.
You're so smart.
Oh,
That
thank
is a
you.
nifty little trick.
Comes with being born. For me, anyway.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the cafeteria, scope it out. Maybe on our way there, check out the student directory, and then wait until
Yes.
dawn and meet them and see what they bring to the
Sounds like a
table.
plan.
Yep, seconded.
Sunny very laboriously gets out of the beanbag chair. It takes several minutes.
So you're gonna hand with that?
No
Good
one
beanbag
helped.
chair.
Everyone
No
watches.
one helped. No one helped me.
All right.
All right, let's go check out this cafeteria real quick. Also, I have an idea to start a riot that involves burning some things in the courtyard.
Also sounds fun.
So I don't know how fine-tunedly Ig can burn words into grass.
Maybe you can spell it out with the accelerant first, and then Ig will light it.
That's true. We could spray the grass we don't want to burn, and then just that might be hard. I don't
Oh
know.
no, or you could like spray the words, like you could write the word "but" with gasoline,
I
and
was
then
gonna say
Egg would light it.
student council sucks. Books rule. I don't know. I'm really bad at graffiti.
I think the graffiti is a great idea. We'll workshop what we'll write.
Yes.
So I do have my focus ability. Hallie is starting to Hallie, you know where this is going.
Yes.
My tier 3 focus ability is Fiery Hand of Doom.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And I can reach into my Shroud of Flame and I can direct this hand so I could finger paint
Yes.
the words into what I want.
What if we just write books?
Book.